All right, what's up, people? If you have been watching the video that I posted up yesterday, you'll know that I'm walking next to the river. I mean, the river's over there, and I'm just walking right here. And it's a beautiful day. All right, so MBA. 1 year. This is what I got from MBA. I learned that having an MBA is well, actually, this is what I learned. Well, I learned a lot of things, and I'm gonna go through it. But you know, there's a percentage. How does it work? 10% of what you learn is from someone teaching you. So if I teach you something, you're gonna get 10% of that information. Hey, look, it's an orange-beaked bird. Now, I say that because when I was in high school, we had to learn all the different types of birds. Some of the birds had one little spot, and we had to know this is the spotted. Anyway, I'm digressing. All right, so 10% of what you learn is from what someone teaches you, and then I didn't get the numbers exact, and then like 20%, 30% is from what you read, something like that. And then the 60, 70% is from doing. So 30% of school, you know, teaching, reading, studying, whatever, that's 30%. The real money maker is doing. 70%. So if you're doing something, so yeah, if you're studying Japanese, that's great. And if you're watching people on YouTube teach you Japanese, that's wonderful. But if you're not speaking it, every day you wake up, konnichiwa, nani, oh, nani, yeah, so it's like that. If you're not using it, you're not going to get that quizzical look. What are you trying to say? And then they teach you, and then you know it. Oh, how's the gohan? Oh, breakfast. And then you learn it, and then you use it. It's kind of cycle. And that's everything. So if you're trying to pick up girls, and you're reading all the books, but you don't ever talk to any girls, it ain't working. If you want to be a rapper and you're not out there rapping, you better wrap it up. And so on. So that's what I learned in MBA. So the first year, teacher is teaching me, and I'm studying, but I wasn't really applying it. Which is difficult because, you know, in the cases we study, it'd be like Apple. And Apple's like, yeah, we made $10 billion, and then 2% of $10 billion is da-da-da-da-da-da. I don't make $10 billion. I make like $50. 2% of $50 is not worth anyone's time. It's not even worth putting the numbers in. But if I do, it's not so much the numbers, it's the doing. Once I get comfortable with that, when my money grows, the skills that I'm acquiring, I could use it. So I just want to share that with y'all. 70% is doing. Everything else is important. So imagine if you're doing it 70% of the time, you're studying 20, 30, 10%, you're going to be 100% on point. All right, the other thing I learned, which I guess it kind of fits, is don't coast. Don't do just the bare minimum. Because that kind of goes with the 70%. If you're only doing 30%, when you should be up to 70%, you're not learning it. And this is even if you know how to do it. Like when I was in college, there was a website class, and at that time I was nice with Dreamweaver. I was HTMLing it up, and it just happened to be a class that was using Dreamweaver. So I never went to class, and for the final project, I told my group, there was 4 of us, I said, don't worry, I got you. So on that day, I got to class, and I made the website. I made like 3 hours or whatever. Just crammed, basically. And we got an A for the website. And then I got a C for the class because I never showed up. And I was like, yeah, I got a C. I didn't even do anything. I was kind of proud about that. But as I reflect, that was an easy A. There was a lot of classes that were easy for me. It's just I didn't apply because I'm just being lazy or whatever. So then when it came time to, the first time when I wanted to go to grad school, I applied to NYU. And I actually got an interview. They're like, yeah, you're creative, we like what you're doing. And I was looking at scholarships. They're like, yeah, we'll give you a scholarship if you have the nice GPA. And I didn't really focus on GPAs because, I don't know, it never came up in the conversations with my buddies. So my GPA wasn't good enough. So I couldn't get those kind of scholarships, which were just basically GPA and then you're African American going off to higher education. They just throw the money at you. And I'm like, shit, I could have bumped up to my GPA by doing the easy shit. That's neither here or there. But for y'all who are still in school, y'all could really. So now I'm in grad school and I'm not trying to coast. I'm trying to, that's why I don't make the videos so much. It's like, should I make the video and get my little YouTube fame, or should I study and get the knowledge in my brain so I can be somebody? So I'm making that choice, and every day it's coming less and less. So today I'm gonna make a lot of videos, or as much as my camera will allow me, and then get to studying. All right, I also learned that this is something I do, and I shouldn't do it, and it doesn't really matter, but this is what I do. So I look at myself and I'm like, hey, I don't understand this class. Then I look at my classmates, they don't understand this class either. So I feel, oh, it's good because no one understands this class. But that's the wrong metric to be gauging by. Because in reality, we're all different people with different goals and situations. So a classmate who doesn't understand finance, or whatever class it may be, who works at a company, who's been there for X amount of years, management, making his or her good amount of money, is not the same as a teacher in Japan who makes teacher salary, doing teacher things, trying to level up. That's what they say in Japan. Move to another level. I need to be 20 times better than my classmates because I have a bigger gap to fill. So I think that's what everybody. Comparing yourself to other people is good. It might make you feel good. But the reality is it's really your struggle, your mission, your thing. So worrying about other people, yeah, it's good to gauge. But what else did I learn? Oh, another thing. How long is this video? We're up to 8 minutes. All right, another thing I learned was connections, interactions. MBA or graduate, well, MBA is graduate, or school, high school, college, work. What makes it meaningful is the paycheck. That's great, you can get money. And if it's easier, work, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But it's the people you meet, your colleagues, your coworkers, your friends, your classmates, your drinking buddies, whatever. Because one day you're going to need expertise in different types of things. And maybe, yeah, you might be nice with the, if you're a rapper, you might be nice with the rapping, but I'm sorry I keep switching, but that's what I do. All right, you might be nice with the rapping, but you might need some accounting to happen. You can sit there and open up the books and get your study on, which you should. You should try to grasp it. But if you have a friend who just happens to be an accounting master, now you could be like, hey, I have some questions. That's why you should study, because so you can ask some intelligent questions. And then he could be like, hey, that's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and bam. And if you could have such a network with such a range of different people, just think how far you can go. It's like, you see right there? You can go all the way up there. Imagine if one of my friends passed me with a car. He's like, hey, you want a lift? I'm like, sure. Now I'm going to be way up there. You're going to get a nicer video because I'll be in the car, but maybe I wouldn't be talking so much because I'm in the car and it's kind of rude to be making a video while we're in the car. But you get my point. So going to MBA school is introducing me to a lot of different types of people I would never have met. Just, yeah, I would see them here and there. But, you know, and the first year I wasn't really so much up on that. I was just, well, study my stuff and I'm going to learn it and I'm going to learn it. But there is a gap. And I was talking to a guy last week, and he's like, you know, I'm not, well, he was talking about, so he's like, you know, we got this network that we should utilize. You know, I'm not good at X, Y, and Z, but when I call up so-and-so, he helps me out, and I help him out with this, and I'm like, yeah, I really, now let me just say this, don't be, you can't be all like, hey, I know you, do this for me. You gotta be friends. It should be organic. I mean, you might be able to do like, I'll buy your services, but you know, a lot of people who help me, I try to pay them, but they're doing it because they want to do it. And when I help people, I'm doing it because I want to do it. But what I can't stand is when I get people who hit me up on email, Facebook, YouTube, whatever. Yo, man, shout out my video. And I check out their video, I do. And there's nothing there. It's like a video that I wouldn't even watch. It's a video that I feel that if I said, hey guys, check this out, they would be scratching their asses saying, why did you send us here? And I can't say, yo, because that's my man's, because I don't know you. And then I usually respond something like, where's the rest of the videos? Or what does this mean? Or why is this? And I usually feel this certain kind of, why are you asking those questions? Why are you trying to? And I'm like, I'm just looking out for you, dog. So yeah, organic. All right, so that's 10 minutes. I learned a lot more, you know, some actual theories and strategies and all that. But these points, I think, wherever you are in your life, could help. All right, now I'm going to jump over to the Messy Pro 1 channel. So make sure you check that out. All right, peace. Ryman.